What is going on, Exo community? This is Exostomp here. Joining me today is my partner in crime, Galaxy Bomb.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're actually going to go over our Week 4 match versus Overdrive DS or Dinistrio and Shadow. So first, let's go over our team builder. We had Zygarde with max attack. It's Adamant Nature. We ran 228 speed because after +1 Dragon Dance, we were able to outspeed Zeraora. And at +1, it's great because 1,000 arrows does a ton of damage to everything. Then we want to run E-Speed for some priority. And we ran Rest because we didn't really know what else to run versus their team. It seemed like the best bet. And then Leftovers just for recovery.
Yeah, and the Rest synergizes a little bit with one of the other moves on our other mons that we'll get to.
Right. Then we had Smeargle as our suicide lead. This mon was here to spore something if it could. Basically just set up rocks or webs. You guys know how Smeargle is. And then taunt something if somebody wants to set up on us. Really just a standard set. Nothing really to talk about here. Then we had Ninetales. This Ninetales is pretty cool. It's offensive. Can do a ton of damage to everything on their team. Has Aurora Veil with Light Clay, which is great if we could set that up. Freeze Dry, Blizzard, and then Heal Bell, which is what the rest was for. Like I said, fully offensive, special attack and speed. So, yep.
Yeah, we felt that status would cripple a lot of our mons. Like, if we got paralyzed or burned, it would kind of hinder us a lot, so we thought it would be safe to bring Heal Bell.
Yep. Then we had Embor. This is a Choice Banded Reckless Embor. Does a ton of damage to everything on their team. If we could get it in safely. Flare Blitz, Earthquake, Wild Charge, Sucker Punch. Basically hits everything on their team. Too bad it's a pretty slow mon, so it's going to be hard to really take advantage of this mon in this match. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Embor is one of those mons where you need to have the momentum advantage to make the most of it, for sure.
Yeah. That's actually why we want to set up webs for the Embor, because then we could outspeed a few things, which would be great. And then we had Sableye. This Sableye was here to knock stuff off if we needed it to basically stall out a few mons with, because it's a special defensive mon. It has Toxic, it has Will-O-Wisp, it has Recover. I mean, it's really just there to sort of stall out some of their stronger mons and be a nuisance. Then we had the Starmie with Waterium Z. The Waterium Z, do you remember what it was for?
I think we were kind of contemplating bringing different Zs, and eventually we settled on Water just because it would be a strong hit on pretty much anything. It would be neutral on Charizard, it would be neutral on Zeraora, and it would... None of their mons are ultra tanky that we were scared about, so we would just kind of hit anything hard.
Yeah. We were thinking about running Electrium Z, but then the Zeraora could come in freely and then it could sap it up, which would be a problem. This is a fully special attacker, max speed. It was here to basically try to win late game, maybe rapid spin and get that speed boost, and then we'll be able to outspeed everything. But we'll see how it goes in the match. So here's a match. We have a suicide lead, so we're gonna start off with that. I wasn't sure. Well, we weren't sure what he was gonna start off with. Maybe Mesprit, maybe Zeraora to Volt Switch out or try to set up. Maybe Parting Shot.
The one flaw of a suicide lead is the opponents basically know for sure what you're starting with, so they have the advantage there, which can be an issue depending on what they brought. Yeah.
So, yep, we start off with Smeargle as Zeraora comes out, and I was saying this is turn 1, and I knew they were going for sub. You were saying go for Spore or try to set up something, and I was like, no, they're trying to set up on us.
I was not expecting a substitute set with Zeraora, so that was a good call on Exo's part.
Yeah, so since we knew that, we taunted so that he can't bulk up or do anything besides sit under the sub and do damage to us. So now this is the point where we could just sort of set up our rocks or spikes or whatever we set up here. I think it was spikes.
We went
webs.
for
So then we set up webs. We go for Ninetales here to just sort of do as much damage to this Zeraora as possible and try to break that sub as we do. And then at this point, I think we save the Ninetales, go into Zygarde because we know that Plasma Fist is going to come out again. And then at this point, he knows that we have 1,000 arrows. I mean, what Zygarde doesn't. So he probably thinks we're going to go for it. As Tapu Fini comes out. And we just go for 1,000 arrows. It does 27%, which sort of tells me it's max defense. So that's that. We go into Starmie here as the default comes out. That makes sense. And he doesn't know if we have T-Bolt yet, so we're guessing probably just to switch into Cobalion to Scout. As our Hydro Pump doesn't kill, but we do have Waterium Z. I don't think we press it here. I think we save it for later, though.
Yeah, we save it. We can kill it with another Hydro Pump, so there's no need to kill Cobalion, unless it does heal up.
Yeah.
So we think to save it for later.
Yep. And then we call the Volt Switch as, yep, he goes for it, which is great.
Yeah, that was a good prediction. I was happy with that.
Yeah. We go for 1,000 arrows again. We know that Tapu Fini doesn't have really any Wish support besides, like, I know Mesprit has Healing Wish, but we weren't sure if he's going to bring it. So we're just trying to do as much damage as possible with 1,000 arrows before we sweep.
Yeah, we felt confident in our momentum right now because we were whittling down Tapu pretty nicely, and we weren't losing too much at this point.
Yep. And we switch into Starmie, seeing what he wants to do as Moonblast. Is a 2-hit KO, and he does get the special attack drop, which is annoying, because we probably don't kill with T-Bolt now, which sucks. We go into Emboar on the Mesprit switch, which isn't good, so we have to switch back out and Sableye. We don't have the Magic Bounce yet, which is annoying, but that's okay. Because we Mega here, and he U-turns. So I think we just go for knockoff.
Yeah, we're just gonna hit something, but he does predict that and turn his Charizard, which of course has a Mega Stone, so...
Yeah. As he Megas and Dragon Dances, which is scary. We do Toxic here, though, which is okay. I know we could live one.
At this point, we were kind of thinking, like, what's the best answer to it? But if we switch out, we're not going to be in a good position. So we come to the conclusion to just try to, since we did get the Toxic off, let's just try and stall it out as much as possible, so it can't do as much damage as it would hope to do.
Right, yeah. And I think I calced it, and at +1 we were able to live by a little bit, but after +2, no, we do not live one, and he does go for they do go for +2, which isn't good. We just go for a knockoff to get a little bit of damage off, and Flare Blitz comes out, as after the Flare Blitz, he's gonna die anyways, which is great. And then at this point, Persian comes out, our Emboar comes out. He just goes for Parting Shot pretty easily because he probably thinks we have a fighting move, and he is faster, so might as well go for Parting Shot. Flare Blitz almost kills this Mesprit.
I was really sad about this, because that would have been a huge swing if we killed it, but the Parting Shot debuff, of course.
Yeah.
And unfortunately...
We go for Ninetales to sack it, and here comes the Healing Wish, yep, into the Finny, just free.
And yeah, that hurts us a lot, for sure.
There goes our momentum. As Emboar comes out.
This Finny is a huge wall for us. We don't have the answers anymore, because they're dead. So it's really hard to break through that. At this point, we're just trying to figure out how to... Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out how to break through, because he could just switch back into Finny at any time and just wall us completely. So at this point, we kind of thought the best thing we could do is maybe get a crit on a Dragon Dance or something. Yeah, it's...
You got another special attack drop. It didn't matter, but it still hurt.
Painful emotionally.
Yeah. It stinks because if we were able to break that Mesprit or kill that Finny... Because honestly, the Finny was the problem. Everything else we could handle.
Yeah, I feel like for this game was very solid on both sides, and you could really see the exact point where everything turned around, and it was that healing wish back on Finny.
Yeah, definitely. But GG's to both Dinistro and Shadow. I think. Well, honestly,
I felt good about that game because both sides played well, and I couldn't foresee like any major like misplays on either side unless I missed something. But I thought the game was solid overall.
I think we misplayed to Sucker Punch versus I think it was the Zeraora that switched or the Finny that switched. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I think if we went for anything like even a Flare Blitz, it would have killed something, and we may have gotten a 3-0. But nonetheless, yeah, it was definitely a good close game. That Healing Wish was a great bring because the Finny, even if it got low, was able to come back in, and it's a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's to you guys. Next week I think we're versing Obstagotum, right?
I believe so. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, I think so. Power rankings will probably be going up as soon as this goes up, so be looking out for that. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Peace.